One mistake you see most of the Africans doing when it comes to their visa application is that they put all their eggs into one basket when they are applying for their visas, especially when it comes to the visitor visa. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, the outcome of a visitor visa is not, or the outcome of a visa in general is not 100% guaranteed. Is that okay? You cannot say that the results of the visa is going to be 100% guaranteed. Even immigration experts let us understand that there's always a barrier when it comes to the visa application. So what are you going to do when those things exist or when those things happen to you? So you see, this book is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. And then one principle in this book that I would like to talk about is the room for error. Morgan says that it's a matter of surviving, right? Even if the negative things happens to you, how can you survive? So the point here is that let's see a very simple scenario here. You see, if you are building your apartment, you have your room. If you're having a plan of a building, you also have to make sure that you have a room for visitors, right? So depending on your territory, your families, how often you get people, you may have two or one. Mostly is one living room or one visitor room for anybody or for any future purpose. You are doing that in such a way that in the future, if you have someone visiting you, you are not going to be stranded. You are not going to be struggled for where they can sleep. If you bring that idea to your visa application, it means that you have to make sure that you don't send all your money, or you don't give all your money, you don't put all your money into one visa application. Visa application, the odds of visa application is not always on your favor. That is one thing you have to put in your mind, right? The favor or the odds is not always the possibility. There's always a possibility in that. So there's a chances of you getting the visa approved, and you can increase that chance if you properly arrange your documents in order. Application is all about documents, but there's always a failure. So now, those of you who have been carrying your money to an institution or something like that, we are not saying that don't send your money to any institution for them to. Everyone charges according to the service they are rendering to you, right? And then there's no limit on how much one person can charge you based on the service you are going to render. Is that okay? So, but the key advice here is that so you have to make sure that the outcome of your visa is not gonna be 100%. So you always have to get a room for an improvement. So what room for error? Or there is always have to be a margin. So in case you did not get your visa approved, you can lean on that. That is not going to affect you psychologically, emotionally, or even physically. One lady, there was this man, as a travel consultant, we have been receiving a lot of these issues. We've seen a lot, you heard a lot. There was this man who was in Dubai and then later returned to his home country to come and settle a pig family. So there's a pig family, a pig farm, right? So he was rearing an animal in the pig farm. He was doing well. So all of a sudden, he wants to travel again to those European countries. Now, what happened? He sold out all the pigs and then left with only two of them, because someone told him that he want to assist him to travel outside the country. On which type of visa? And that was a tourist visa. How good do you do that? Is that okay? Now, you have to know the outcome of your visa anytime you are applying. Tourist visa, if you are going on a tourist visa, you're going to struggle in finding a way to get your paper, which is against the immigration law. Now, if you are managing one or the other to get your visa approved, even if you get there, how can you survive? That is the key there. Well, maybe you may have enough money for you. Okay, if you're able to get a tourist visa into that country, paying such a huge money, selling your properties to obtain a tourist visa or visitor visa for the mentality that you are not going to return again when you get there. Now, when you get there, and then there's a chance, a possibility, maybe you can consult a lawyer. And then, you see, sometimes immigration laws always keep on saying. We are here when some of the European countries say that they are now going to register all the immigrants based on certain categories. Now, if that opportunity comes, where are you going to get the money to cover that? Well, maybe your family may have those that enough, or maybe have such enough money for you to proceed in. But then this video is not for you. So those of you who want to travel legally to that country on a tourist visa, you have to make sure that you know the outcome of the visa that you are applying and then how much you have to pay for that visa. Morgan is saying that there must always be a room for error if you are doing something in financial aspect. The same also applies to the how do you call it, to the visa application. Even those D-type visa, when I say D-type visa, family reunion, work permit, student visa, those are the national visas. Even some of them get failed or get denied. How much more a tourist visa that you apply? So don't sell all your properties. You see, there was one lady who called me that the family has sold their property, and that is the land. And then they're having a cocoa farm. If you don't know what a cocoa is, comment down below. Cocoa farm, and then one car, and then invest or put that money in her bank statement to travel outside. Well, it is not bad, but on which type of visa? They say a tourist visa. What? A visitor visa. In that case, if you did not get your visa approved, what are you going to do? That is the question. Let me know what you are going to do in the comment section below if you don't get your visa approved. By the way, if you want somebody to talk to when it comes to the personal issues about your visa application, I will leave a link down below the description. Just click on that, and then you can book a consultation, a paid consultation, for us to discuss how best you can arrange your documents, how well you can take your first step and increase your chance of getting your visa approved without paying such a huge money to anybody. It depends on your case and then the service that you want a person to render to you. Is that okay? So you can book that. Is it for a document inquiries? Is it for visa application process? Let me know in the comment section, or just click the link below this video for a consultation. Thank you.